turn that off. Hey, test 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I'm still there. Hey, Tubi people, I will Mad Mud Duck back to you. 20th of December 2019. It's Friday. So evidently I made it through another fucking week. Interesting week. Last 2 weeks has been interesting. Sherilyn disappeared in jail, and I couldn't find her in the fucking jail. And she was in the jail, but their records didn't show she was in their fucking jail. And then when I finally find last Monday that she was, what jail she was in, because they transferred her, it said she had no release date. Then she shows up 10:30 that night, home from jail. Not happy with the way they're keeping their fucking records. Because I was checking every fucking day after she disappeared on me for her to be in jail. Got to take her up to court Monday if I can get her to cooperate. Been raining like all hell. In the last 12 hours, we've got more rain than we got in the whole month of November. And November's usually a rainy month. December's a rainy, and it's been windy, so I'm sitting here thinking about bailing. Give me an idea how wet it is. See my driveway, my tire track? It goes, well, it's flooded down there. But I got a river running through my fucking driveway here. And that's going to be doing that all for the next 3 days. But the trees are kind of calm right now. Got laundry out on the line, busy rinsing. But it's a river running through the yard. So, me and Ed got into it about Weird Frank, and Ed threatened me, and I explained to him, if you get in the way of me and Frank, you get in the middle of it, I'll fuck you up and I'll take it, and then I'll go back to fucking him up. Then he come up and apologized because he realized he was out of line about that. I told him, oh look, motherfucker, you side with him before you side with your own goddamn sister. Don't be doing that. Then he started telling me, well, his sister needs to get right before she can have a relationship with anybody. And I kept telling him, you know, you're going to make a good brother-in-law. He don't know how to deal with that. She's still wearing the ring I give her at the beginning of the month. And talking about transferring her Social Security, me being her fucking benefactor or whatever it is. Because she's tired of her brother getting her money and spending it at the casino, she says. Turn that off for a minute, save some gas. And she ain't too happy. She come home last night, got some cigarettes, grabbed a handful of condoms out of the big bag of condoms, and I told her and grabbed her by the face and kissed her before she left and stood there holding onto her head, looking at her, telling her, you know the rules. If you're going to go out whoring, use a condom if you're sucking dick. And if the money's good for the pussy, take the money. Just remember to wear a condom and get the fucking money first. And she looked at me and I said, yeah, I shouldn't have to tell you this. You're an old high-price escort. And she glared at me like, you fucker, how did you find that out? That's the thing that was when she dresses up, she gets this classy look, and I always thought, high dollar escort, high price escort. Yeah, I mean, Because I'm pretty sure that's what she was doing before she got into the fucking drugs and fucked her all off. She don't like me saying that, but I think I pissed her off when I told her, and if the money's real good, bring me back half. Fuck, I know she was gonna go out whoring, out sucking dick to get meth, and I mean, it's not a battle I'm gonna win with her, not a fight I'm gonna win with her, but if I ridicule her about it a little bit and tease her about it and just come flat out and say, hey, if the money's good, bring me back half, bitch, it might curtail that a little bit. See, I understand the woman more than most people do. I know what she's about. I know her history. I know more about her than most people. But she hasn't come back. Something about her dad and her brother loaded up a bunch of her shit and took it off to the dump the other day, and I'm going, fuck. I hope my lights and shit and my hat and my hoodie you grabbed onto you weren't in that shit. And then, supposedly she's been evicted from her dad's place today, but I don't see any sign of her, don't see any sign of her dad, haven't heard any fucking drama, and I've been up since about 5 this morning. Fuck, it didn't get light here till about 8. My goddamn porch lights didn't go off till about 8:30. It was that dark. But it's raining pretty good. I don't know what's going on with the goddamn woman. I do know she gets up into my place when I'm not fucking looking, and when I'm gone on Tuesdays, and takes shit because the door ain't shutting like it should, so that means she's been popping it with a butter knife again. Would she say that one day? She said, I don't need a key, I can get in quicker with a butter knife, and I said, that's my girl. She didn't know how to take that. She thought I'd been insulted or upset that she was breaking in, and I told her just as long as nothing valuable disappears. I'm hearing some yelling somewhere. Usually when I hear some yelling, it involves her. Been a while since I sat in the truck and looked down the driveway like this. Used to spend hours sitting in the truck watching her goddamn trailer to keep the riffraff out. Yeah. But that's what's going on. I made it through another couple weeks. Me and the girl were getting along fairly reasonable. She's been coming up and bringing me water and bringing me tobacco to roll cigarettes with, and her brother gave me tobacco and tubes to roll her cigarettes. So I don't have to do anything but buy my own fucking tubes and use her tobacco. I gotta get something out of it. And I've got her about 3 cartons of cigarettes rolled up. She doesn't know it. They're all in boxes, the tube boxes. I filled them back up. I got 3 of them filled up full of rolled cigarettes. For that day, I just don't want to deal with her and hand her a whole fucking 200 cigarettes, a whole carton, and say, hey, beat it. Don't want to deal with you. Because she uses the cigarette rolling as an excuse to come up and pester me. But her dad wants her to move out to someplace in Puyallup. And, wants me to write a letter saying that I can't deal with her. Well, I can deal with her, I just don't have the space. Shit, I could have a fucking 40-foot trailer double wide, and I still wouldn't have the space for all the shit she wants to drag in. They don't get it. You let her keep a little bit of the shit, you dump the rest. Let her keep a little bit, dump the rest. You gotta keep on top of it, though. But at least they're starting to realize that she acts a lot better for me than that she acts for them. Like I told them, I said, you guys got to do this, put up with her because she's family. I put up with her because I want to. You won't find too many people admitting they want to put up with her. I told them, hell, it ain't about getting into the pussy. How come everybody thinks I'm after her for some pussy? I'm the only guy in the fucking neighborhood she ain't fucking. She even told me that the other night. She said, you know, you should be the guy that I'm fucking instead of all these other guys. I said, yeah. I told her, until I know you're clean, babe, I ain't touching that pussy. Pissed her off again, but I'm gonna be real about it, you know. I ain't touching that shit, bitch. I don't know where it's, well, I know where it's been. That's why I ain't touching that shit. But she's still wearing the ring I gave her on her ring finger, so maybe she is finally coming around, realizing that I'm the best thing she's got going for her right now. To be humble and modest. Well, I'm bored with this. I want to look at this, see if I got a picture of the river running through the driveway, or if I fucked that up.